Welcome to another episode of St Vincent Untold Stories. A few of our team members went to the hospital with little minor things, and they had to wait hours before they were dealt with. You know why? Because they are saying that they are dealing with persons with the big C4. One man said because of the long wait, he nearly went to Dover Cat. The not untold stories I tell you that a school is not going to be open as a yet. Remember, I told you that they need to be more advanced in the online learning, and you see our word has come to pass. The area in Orange Hill where they built the houses for the evacuees is now a sightseeing place on a Sunday. Some are saying that it looks like a reservation. Have you ever watched those Western movies from back in time when the man them attack about the natives? So we are going to look at why persons are saying that it is a reservation, and many more chilling untold stories. Big ups to all of my subscribers, and if you are new to the channel, hit the like button, the subscribe button, and hit the bell icon if you wish to see more videos like this one. When persons don't see a video, they often reach out to untold stories. So many reach out and say untold stories. Oh, come and drop no videos Saturday. But you see, the thing is, we were reprogramming thus halfway. So it took a little time. So that was the hold up. We like to be real at all times. A few of our team members went over to the hospital with little minor things. And they arrived early. But when they arrived, they said that they brought in some persons with the biggest. And they thought that those persons would be dealt with immediately. Then they would have their turn and leave. But remember, I told you, St. Vincent and the Grenadines is definitely not a real place. Let me show you something. The members said that when they were there, they brought in two persons that they alleged had the biggest in a wheelchair. And the man them that brought them in wasn't suited up properly. They wasn't covered from head to toe. Just a little mask and a thing like a jacket, and that was all. Even in slippers, the men them wore. Even those who came first had to wait. Because they said that the policy was to deal with persons with the big C4s. So they were there, they were waiting and waiting and waiting. Then a second person arrived again. They alleged had the big C, and it was more wait. So it seems like no matter what you have, even if you are in a pain, you still have to hold on. We thought that the big man said that there were an abundance of nurses. Remember, he said that if some stayed home, then he could replace them. He could bring in some. And there are some that retired and some that want the job, but there is no peace. So tell me something. Why do we have a problem like this? So you want to tell me two persons came in with the biggest C, and that has to hold up operation for everything at the hospital. No, sir. This our ma bishop. One of the members said that she just went there for a doctor paper. Who tell her she go there for doctor paper? The woman said that she had to wait about 4 hours to get her through. You see, when the persons with the big C came in, they went into a door, and after they went into the door, they had to sanitize the area where they pass through another door. So I'm saying, if you always have to constantly do that, then that would take up a lot of time. So why not make another door for persons to walk through that did not come there for the big C to avoid confrontation? The men even said that when they finished putting in the persons, the men that put them in came out in the road in the same garments that they wore to handle the persons with the biggest. And they were outside talking about to people in closer proximity. So me I say, how them say that anytime you come close to persons with the big C you could get to. So how come the man them they in a road that talk up to people? So then it has to be true that all them sin are real as say. You see why them tell you now all them say for run with it? Because just imagine a few seconds ago, the man them put in some people with the biggest see. And they did not change their attire. They came out in the road with their gloves on, their suit on, and they were in close proximity with others and they did not get the big C. School picnic see. That anytime they say something, please believe it, especially when it is coming from a lot of them. I remember we were constantly saying that the education system in St. Vincent needs a reshuffling. Everyone needs to be more advanced in technology. But who told untold stories to say that? Remember the big man I go say we are trying for creative mischief. So anything we say, like it not counter to the bigger man, but it is reality. And it always comes to pass. You see, if you are wrong sorting devices already, and everything is not interesting, then you are going to find yourself always falling asleep. Snoring away. So I told you that the way the online learning needs to be done, it needs to be set up like something similar to Are You Smarter Than a Fifth Grade? You know that television program, come on. No? The thing so interesting that even untold stories are tuning to it very often. You see, the man them a use as psychs and quiz the kids and the adults. Just to refresh their memories, they are going back to their days when they were in the fifth grade. You see some of the things that we did in school. We have to ask now, why did we do them and we don't use them in real life? And we have been saying this time and time again, that the syllabus needs to change, especially with technology. This is an age where technology has increased a lot and they are now building apps and so forth. Some of us can't even tell the last that we went on the computer to type up something. Everything now is just our cellular phones. Remember, you can send your email. Even a PDF you can write on your phone. So tell me something. If that you have to use, then that is what needs to be taught in the schools. So now you understand why St. Vincent is last in the class when it comes to technology. A lot of the youths are falling asleep during the online courses. And I am not going to blame the teachers. It is not their fault. It is the system. Remember, we had enough time. You remember when those false blue and white laptops were given to the youths? Those should not even have been given to them because laptops were already extinct. Remember, we were in the smartphone era and you were bringing in laptops that were limited to certain things and looking worse than the graphics of the Game Boy Advance back in the days. When I first saw those blue and white laptops, I was saying, who in charge of this? Who is this man advisor? You know, we posed those questions. Several persons have been asking if the houses at Orange Hill are sitting on a reservation because they can't understand why the houses are in the same color. Monies came in to St. Vincent to help out the evacuees and to build back homes and several buildings that are an asset to the communities. But they are saying that they don't like the houses that were built. Some are saying that persons are really ungrateful because at least homes were built back. But we said before that wasn't the case. It is because some persons were sitting in some massive houses and to see that monies came in to get back at those homes and now they have to sit in these ply houses. And the whole saying says that if you stand for nothing, you would fall for anything. With that being said, I just want to big up the entire population in St. Vincent, the regional islands and the international countries who are supporting and praying for us during these difficult times. We thank you, Amo.